Oh, hey there. Dan Jackman, aka Cheeky Licks. You guys hear that sound? Yes, the jingle of Christmas tinsel. That's right, everyone, it's Christmas time. And what better way to celebrate than a Cheeky Licks lesson? You know what else it's time for today? Cutting the grass. Behind me, the lawnmower. Let's get to today's lesson. Whoa, hold your horses. Okay, I can hear what you're thinking. But Dan Jackman, aka Cheeky Licks, what possibly could the lawnmower have to do with today's lesson? Well, friends, I've got the answer. Today we're exploring the world of power chords. Like power chords, they involve two fingers and mass amounts of power. Just like the lawnmower, massive amounts of power, and can be done using two fingers. Let's begin. Okay, here we have the lawnmower. First things first, take this cap off. I've got this fuel canister here prepared. You want to take your two fingers and pour in. Now you might not want to try this at home. I've had a lot of experience. Okay, I feel like going in. The sound of fuel emptying into the lawnmower. Beautiful. A lot like power chords. Okay, it seems to be full. You want to take your fuel cap, place it back on like so. The squishy button, or the primer, or Optimus Prime, whatever. You can use one for that. I usually like to do 60 of these, but we'll just go with 15. Feel free to swap over. That should do it. Okay. Now check your gauge. Make sure it's on the rabbit. You want to push that down like so. You want to grab your conveniently made for two fingers, quite clearly, and you want to Now that we're done with the lawn, let's head inside for the lesson. Hey, when I learned power chords as a teenager, it really changed the way I thought about music, and I could start writing the music I was listening to. I was hearing a lot of power chords before I knew what they were in a lot of heavy music, a lot of punk rock. And once I figured out how to do that, it was a game changer because I could start writing the music I wanted to, and essentially you can have a whole career based on just or a whole musical adventure based on just not playing power chords. Ramones. And by the way, the Ramones have done every cool chord progression you can ever think of using power chords. So yeah, the challenge is to try and figure out, stuff that hasn't been done, I guess. Or you can just keep rehashing similar shit. It's still cool. Alright, so it's really easy. This is what they sound like. It's just using two fingers. The primitive form of power chords are just using two fingers. So it's just this. You can either play it using your first finger and your third finger, or you can use it playing your first finger and your pinky instead, which is easier for some people. And basically what it is, so using example, on the 5th fret of the low E string, so we got A there, and you want your third finger to be on the 7th fret of the A string, the string under it. So it looks like this. So 1, first finger, and your third finger is there. And that's the shape. That's the shape always. So it's 1, and then it's always 1, 2, 3. That's a power chord. That's a primitive power chord, right? That's basically it. You can play anywhere. It's that same shape, and it's up to you. It's probably good to get into the habit of playing it with your third finger, but for some people starting out, it's easier to play it like with that, just with the pinky. So first finger, and then always remember the string under it. 1, 2, 3. So it's always 3 from the first one. It's up to you how you want to play it. That's the basic power chord. Once you get that down, you can add another finger and you can have a fuller sounding chord, which has the octave as well. So the full version, so going again on the 5th fret of the E string, first finger, third finger on the 7th, and then your pinky, the string under the third finger. So there should be two fingers on the same fret, one on top, one under the other one, and that's... So you're adding the octave, you're adding the high A, or wherever you play it. 7th fret, you're adding a high B. That's really cool, and it sounds, yeah, really chunky, really heavy. And the cool thing about power chords is they're not really adding any melodic information. They're not really minor or major. So great for heavier styles of music where you just want power. You just want relentless punk rock power, I guess. The cool thing about those is, once you have this full one down with the 3 fingers, the cool thing is, by removing the third finger and keeping your pinky, so essentially you're barring 2 strings with this one, 1 and 2, so that's barring. Just by removing that, keeping everything the same, but removing that third finger, you've got the note underneath A, which is D, and anywhere you play it. So if you played it here, G, and you remove this finger, you've got a C. You get a real chunky C. This is really cool because you don't really have to do a lot to have a bunch of chords. You don't really have to move. And a lot of my favorite guitarists are really lazy guitarists that don't really like to move along the around the fretboard too much. So the cool thing is, once you get this down, you can kind of have really chunky chords without kind of slipping your fingers down here. You can kind of just play them. Really, really cool. So that's power chords, and a really basic lesson, but for anyone that doesn't know how to do that, that's really essential. And yeah, like I said, these lessons are supposed to be for people that don't want to learn theory and stuff that I wish I had have known earlier before finding it out, that really changed my playing and influenced the kind of writing I wanted to do by the music I was listening to. So hopefully this helps someone. And also it's really cool because once you do that, you can start adding riffs in. Really cool. Anyway, Merry Christmas everyone. Cheeky Licks out. Hail Nigella.